Hello and welcome to Reno Radio. My name is Naomi Findlay and I am Australia's rapid renovation expert. And each week I will be bringing you valuable tips, information and amazing stories from around the world about renovation. Helping people create wealth through renovating is my passion, as well as creating healthy, wealthy and beautiful spaces to live in and to share. Thanks for spending time with me today. Now let the show begin. Hey guys, it's Naomi Findlay here. How are you going to make sure that your renovation project stays on time and on budget? Is there a way to ensure that everyone on your worksite is on the same page at any given time? And what are you going to do if something doesn't go as you planned? Well, the answer to all of these questions is two things: organisation and change management. So today I want to delve into these two core topics that help you maximise the renovation and rewards that will come from it. So staying organised is the first thing. Now, the word renovation kind of implies that your daily routine and your daily plans will be disrupted. You don't generally call it a transformation until all the work is done and the renovation's complete. So renovation does imply that things may get messy, problems may pop up. It's really just the nature of the beast. I'm not saying that every renovation will have a myriad of problems jumping out from nowhere, but it's fair to say that there will be some unexpected surprises. So the best way to prepare and deal with any renovation surprises that may come along is to be organised, and I mean super organised. Organisation is probably one of the most important factors of the whole renovation journey. And a lot of the stuff that I've been saying comes down to organisation, doing your research on your patch, your strategy, and also the way that you set up your system is about organisation. So because you're preparing yourself during this process for the actual renovation. Now, there are ways that you can make sure your actual construction side of things runs quickly and smoothly. For example, knowing the order of your works, as well as which of the trades should be on site at any given time, is a great start. It's stuff like having your supplies ready and getting any orders in on time, and it makes a difference between being organised and successful during your renovation and one that ends up eating into your profits and causing you headaches. Because there's nothing worse than letting your tiler or your plumber sit around and twiddle his thumbs because you didn't order in the supplies on time. The other danger of not being organised is this: you've spent a lot of time and a lot of effort to find the right trades for the job. And you know what? And these kinds of relationships are the ones that you want to keep. And in the future, you want to use them again and again and again as you continue to renovate successfully. So your renovation success can really rely on having these good connections. And if you start to chip away at those relationships by letting trades down and not being organised, they're probably not going to want to work with you in the future. So how do you stay on target? How do you keep you and your team organised? So one of the ways you can do this is using online platforms. Now, I know it can be daunting to learn a new piece of software, right? Why, maybe one that you've never used before. I can also see that it could be frustrating if you have other things on your plate and you have to learn this as well. But simple online platforms such as Google Drive or Dropbox, they have been designed to be so user-friendly, and they're a phenomenal way for you to be able to keep yourself organised and share documents and plans and specifications with your trades. And you know what? It's also about the added benefit of storing all of your files and your photos online. You can access them from anywhere, from home, from site, from the office, or even from a cafe. Now, you don't have to use these online platforms if it's just going to get in the way and slow you down and slow your renovation down. Having said that, don't make it an excuse to not even try, okay? So at least try and see how they can really streamline and really maximise your organisation on site. Now, does this mean that you should completely scrap paper and only go to the online route? Not necessarily. While online systems are great and they can really help you not misplace a plan or two, it can be pretty hard pressed to beat a good old-fashioned physical copy. Now, most of your trades will only have their phones with them when they're on site, and it'll be pretty inconvenient for them to try and keep flicking into plans of the kitchens or plans of the bathroom on their tiny screen. A large printed copy will ensure that you save time and avoid any potential mistakes that may occur if a tradie can't actually read the scale on the plan on his tiny phone. So if you're worried about the environment and you don't like to waste paper, limit the printing just to the essentials and have the rest stored online. So now you're prepared for all the planned works. What about the unplanned works? This is where change management comes into it. So nothing is ever set in total stone or concrete. Just because you've planned everything down to a T, that doesn't mean that everything will pan out that way. Having said that, the better prepared you are, the less likely things to come up and surprise you down the track. But regardless of whether your renovation is big, such as a knockdown of walls and extending a living area, or small, such as painting a few walls and replacing a few taps, ultimately what you'll be doing is change management. Now, weather is something that nobody can control at all. And sometimes a week of pouring rain can mean that your schedule for landscaping gets pushed all the way back, or even painting. How will you use this time instead? Is there another task that you can pull forward into this empty space? These are the sorts of questions that you should be asking yourself to effectively manage any change that comes along during your renovation. There are many things that come under the change management banner, from being prepared and effectively managing any kinks in the works to being that moral support when motivation is starting to drop on your project. You're there to make sure that the whole thing sticks together just like glue. But don't forget to communicate any changes with the rest of your team, both verbally and on any hard copy plans that you might have on site. So there you have it. Staying organised and managing change effectively are two of the gateways to ensuring that your property renovation turns out successfully and makes a great profit. Hey renovators, if you're ready to take the next step in your renovation journey, then come learn how to renovate with me in my online renovation masterclass. It's completely free for all of you listeners. So if you want to discover how to renovate properties for profit, head over to naomifindlay.com/renovation masterclass, where I'll show you how the 7 steps to my winning rapid renovation formula create a 6-figure income for me and many of my students. So save your spot today. Remember, it's naomifindlay.com/renovation masterclass. See you soon.